Alright, so today we're going to create a budget in under 10 minutes. So here we go. Here's your projected monthly income column. This is your actual monthly income column, and these are the different forms of income that we have so far. Okay, so once you put your income in these boxes here, then you put your expenses in these boxes here, or categories. It'll produce a projected cost, right? What is your projected cost? What is your actual cost? And here goes a difference. So if I put in, like, let's say, made this one 50, obviously there'll be a $40 difference, and it'll go here. So right now we'll just keep them the same. And then when you scroll up to the top, if you take your income minus your expenses, here is your projected balance, or your actual balance. Okay, so today we're going to just work on W-2 income, right? That is the income that you get from your job, essentially. So you can just put anything in these boxes. These are just hypothetical numbers. So for the first spouse, income, let's say, is $5,400, and for the spouse, $2,600. We can just ignore these other categories for now. That produce a total monthly income of $8,000. Okay, then we'll scroll down to housing. I'm not sure what people housing may look like, but let's say you have a mortgage or a rent. We'll go ahead and put in the numbers there. If you're rent, you got renter's insurance. You may have some trash, water, utilities. So we'll throw in $80. Okay, and what we're going to do is just go down from left then to right. So your transportation. So this category, you got your vehicle payment, let's say $385. You could put whatever number in there. You got insurance for that particular vehicle. Let's say your gas runs you about $60 a month. These are all monthly figures, by the way. That breaks down to $30 every 2 weeks. If one of the spouse take the train or the bus, let's say $90. Okay, school or education. Right now, we don't have anything in there for that. Okay. Food and groceries. So this tends to be people's second largest expense, besides their mortgage and rent. Then you got the car, and then food is like the second or third largest expense for most people. Okay, so groceries, we're putting in $225. Dining out, because you may want to go out throughout that month, so that gives us a total of $325. I like to keep these numbers conservative for food. Right, but you know, during this pandemic right now, food can range from anywhere between $300, $600, depending on the household size. Clothing, let's say we just put $100 for clothing right now. You could throw in some shoes there if you want to, like for your spouse if she like to go shopping. So let's just say another $100, right, for the month. Actually, you know what? She should be conservative. So we'll go with $50. Okay. So then we have our life insurance. That's very important. So let's say it's $100. Then let's say both spouses or both household members go to 24-hour fitness. I don't know what the membership is looking like. Maybe $39 a month. So we'll round out it to $80. That'll cover both spouses. For personal care, we'll throw in another $40 in case you need some other miscellaneous items that revolves around your personal care, like a comb, brush, all that other stuff. Okay, then we'll come back up here to entertainment. So we got YouTube, we got Amazon Prime, Netflix, and what other miscellaneous entertainment that you guys may do for the month. Let's say you guys go to the movies. Well, right now the movies are closed, so we'll keep that blank. Loans and credit cards. Let's say you have a Capital One, student loans. You could throw in here if you didn't do a deferment. Credit One. Smart credit cards. Taxes. If you're self-employed, you can start filling in these figures here because you want to put some income to the side. This is if you were just deriving your main source of income from your self-employment. But you should be putting taxes to the side if you're not having enough taken out, so that way you don't get hit with a payment shock by the IRS saying that you owe. Let's see. utilities. So this is like your cell phone. If you're with T-Mobile, Sprint, whoever, let's say it's $210. Your water, another $10 from DWP. Other utilities, $80, $43. If you got co-pays, $10. And the reason, let's see, why do I have this here? Oh, so this is for the business tab. That's essentially here. Basically, if I don't make any income from my businesses, there's a certain amount of fixed costs that I have, such as like errors and omissions insurance, post office mailbox, whatever. So that just runs me $167. So we have our projected cost here is almost $4,400. Okay, so that number, take your income, subtract that number, and this is give you your balance. Okay, now let's say one of the spouses end up actually having less. Okay, so let's say it was $2,400 for that month. Okay, that shows you just a difference here in this column of $200, right? But you still have more income than your expenses, so you're still okay, and vice versa. So if she or he made $2,800 instead of the 26, then you'll have a positive number here. Okay, so we'll just put this back at 2,600. Okay, then we can come over here to the expenses. Okay, this just kind of give you a quick breakdown of what your budgeted expenses look like, and out of your total monthly net income, you're spending 51% right now just on housing, and you can see it's just charted out. But that gives you a perspective on where your expenses is. Now, this is not a total of your income, like debt to income ratio or anything like that. This is just a breakdown of the percentage of your expenses, right? What's going to what. Okay, and if you want to see the granular details, here it is right here. You got the same numbers. Okay, 100%. Boom. Now, when you change your actual and your projected, obviously these numbers will automatically change down here too. So then that way you can see, okay, oh man, I spent $500 on food instead of the $325. You know, let's see. Total monthly debt to income ratio on net. So if you're looking at housing, normally they have a front end ratio and a back end ratio, and that looks at your gross amounts. But we're not gonna get into all that right now. This is just where your expenses and everything is going to, and then what you want to see at the end of the day is it's just a quick graph of your income versus your expenses, right? So you and your spouse together made $8,000 for the month. Your total monthly expenses was close to $4,400, right? And you netted $3,600 essentially. All right, that is how we make a quick budget in today's economic time. If you want this particular spreadsheet, just hit me up. I'll DM it to you. Not a problem. All right, have a good one. Bye.